Okay, World 6. I guess we can complete Worlds 6, 7, and 8 today. Okay, Lakitu in a snowy environment. That's a first. Yeah, I wanted to kill it immediately. I know it's gonna return, but at least I can move through the level a bit. Exactly. The cloud actually looks different now. Seriously, the levels definitely feel shorter. Wait. Okay, that was weird. It's not the first time I jump over the flag, but not in this remake. Oh yeah, 6-2 was a level full of piranha plants. Yeah, they just randomly decided to put snow or make it a desert in each world. So probably World 7 will be a forest or a desert. They just wanted to like fuck around with the level themes. Not gonna make any difference in the mechanics of the game itself. As you can see, the Goombas have a Santa Claus hat. I knew there was a vine. Oh yeah, this game also got an achievement system. For whenever you beat the game, one of the specific games, or you complete the challenge mode. We can take a look at the achievements if we finish this game quickly enough. And when I say achievements for the game, I'm talking about the entire package. Not only Super Mario Brothers as such. And we already cleared the level, as you can tell. I feel like the second halves of levels are significantly shorter. Oh yeah, 6-3 originally was a black and white area. All floors were black and white. Now it was just made... I mean, it's kind of black and white too, but with snow. And now they put smaller platforms. All mechanics work pretty well. They're as functional as the original game. It controls even better. There's... I mean, you can slowly or slightly maneuver your character in midair, which was pretty much kind of impossible in the original one. So it makes it easier control-wise. 6-4 already. This was like 1-1 but with more fire bars working and pod bows and burps. I'm in a hurry, that's why I'm just taking hits. Okay, now he's throwing hammers, not as many as I remembered. So yeah, it is interesting to see this achievement set. So yeah, they made the forest. Even the background kind of changes compared to what it was at first. How can I reach that? I think I'm fucked. Well, now I'll be able to get a mushroom out of that. A flower? Look hard. Alright, ignore these coins. I think there is a power-up in one of these. There wasn't. Alright. Yeah, it's getting tough. It's World 7, come on guys. Nothing new under the sun. I like these little background details, the bushes, the little vines. Okay, hammers are kind of more aggressive. Okay, that was pretty good. Surprisingly good. Now I don't think I'll be able to get power-ups out of this. That's fine. Let's see if we can reach at least halfway point. I should be able to after this. That's my reward. And more Hammer Brothers. Look at that. They're super fast. I'm being thrown, pretty often too. And this guy follows you around. Look at that. Alright. Yeah, he deserves to die. Dude, they chase you. That's a new thing. I mean, some of them were like getting close to you, but he's actively chasing you, even if you're getting past. 7-2. Time to swim again. So it will be interesting to see how they're gonna play with the backgrounds again in the Lost Levels, for example. That's something I would like to see. But after this, I would like to see like Mario Bros. Special first. Difficulty-wise, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be as easy, quote-unquote, as this original game. Lost Levels obviously has a higher level of difficulty, but probably would be made easier in a way because of the resolution. But I'd rather leave that for last. I am personally very curious. You know, the original Super Mario Bros. Special by Hudson, it was based on the original Super Mario Brothers, but didn't have scrolling. You clear a room, then you move to the next room with more enemies. So that's why the Super Mario crossover version was like the first introduction to the game for many people, including myself. But this version is definitely worth checking out. With all of these graphical adaptations. Motherfucker. Came out just as I was starting to jump. So even with a challenge mode, that game in particular will make it a really good experience. Well, not to mention Super Mario Lost Levels with a challenge mode. The game itself actually is a challenge. Imagine a challenge mode. Even these little fish are pretty aggressive, as you can see. Even if you think you're safe, you're not. Okay. Maze. I don't remember this one by heart, so obviously the coin sounds will lead the way. Not even 10 minutes in, I'm already done with 2 out of the 3 lives. Sorry, worlds. Lives, what? I think it was middle now? And then up? Okay, I remembered it well. But I'm still probably can die. Ugh! Yeah, the wide screen makes a difference here. Because you can see like Bowser way in advance, so you have a couple of seconds to plan your jump. And you rescue toads of different colors to give it a different touch. World 8. This one supposedly doesn't have checkpoints. Let's see if they casualized this, adding checkpoints. It wouldn't bother me. But probably continues to be the case. Wait, wasn't there a star out of this? Or am I getting confused with another section with full blocks? This one. Okay, some of these tedious jumps maybe were made easier in this version. See? Okay, no, I was getting confused with this one. Still, it feels easier because you have more space. You see what's ahead. Oh my god, really? Wow, right at the end. Well, it doesn't have checkpoint. It keeps the spirit of the last world. But it kicked my ass. Dude, I almost had it, first try. That would have been satisfying. Especially since this level in particular doesn't give you power-ups. The next two do give you power-ups. Alright, let's forget about the coins. We can live without the coins, even though I am a coin whore. Self-declared. Yeah, it feels like your jumps in general are like higher. Okay. Still feels easier, yeah. Okay, this one featured a lucky 2 in the beginning, and then he leaves. And then you have an extra life here, which I can skip. Okay, Lakito's gone. Here's where the power-ups are, so, well, one. So you better grab it. And keep moving. Okay, this was the infamous jump. But it doesn't look as... How can I say? It doesn't look as threatening in HD, in all honesty. Yeah, forget about those coins. Oh, really? Okay, I felt I lost control there. And obviously I have to start all over again. We're in the last stretch, so it doesn't really bother me to die or start again. It's not precisely difficult or slow to go through. More like the opposite. Even that jump was done pretty easily. Okay, after the bonus, you respawn from right here, so you don't really make much progress. And this is the end, matter of fact. Let's see if we can get all full power-ups in A-3, so we can get to the final level with full power-ups. That's definitely an advantage. Hammer Brothers in this game feel more threatening than ever. Perfect. And also you can afford more hits. I forgot about that detail. Oh, really? Whoa! Okay, I wasn't even running. Yeah, you can afford more hits. Remember, if you get hit, you don't become small right away. From flower, you become big, and from big, you become regular Mario. Okay, hit detection, please. In theory, he touched me. Dude, would be so great if I can make it to the next Hammer Brothers section. Okay, nice. That's what we wanted. Yeah, we kill them from a distance. Some coins. You can jump even faster, that allows you to get even more coins. So yeah, there are clearly like control advantages in this one, if we are honest. A-4, let's see if we can keep the power up until the end. But again, you can afford more hits. The others should be the same. The jumping fish usually fuck me when I have full power-ups. Here's the jumping fish section, and then we swim. Oh, there was a dead end here? I didn't remember there was a dead end. Then we swim. Look at that little detail of the pillars. I honestly find it so simple yet fascinating. I mean, actually I remember there were some sort of ruins in Super Mario All-Stars. They were more detailed, obviously. These were kept more simple. Okay, this is the Hammer Brother that everybody's afraid of. He's gone. And we can kill Bowser now. We can't. Oh yeah, we did. Okay. But as you can see, our princess looks as ugly as ever. Extra content has been unlocked. Enjoy. And we got an ending even. Credits. Joe Mama. Good job, Joe Mama. I like the music, nice. Okay, I wasn't expecting credits like this. Great. Wait, you can play this on different languages? Maybe. Level Share Square, see? That's the hub. I wasn't wrong about the name. Made with Godot's engine. Okay. Dude, I love it. I loved it. Press any to skip. Okay, I got achievements. Hold on. Extras, I guess. Oh, we can play the credits again? So yeah. We can get achievements for finishing the Lost Levels, Special, All Night Nippon, the Challenge Hunts in the Lost Levels as well. See, there are challenge hunts for all 3 games. Complete every level in You vs. Boo, the Boo races. We have races in Mario Brothers, Mario Lost Levels, Mario Special. Beat every Golden Boo. Okay, that's a mode that I am not aware of. Dude, there are a lot of achievements. Bronze medal in Marathon mode. Okay, that's a new mode for all 3 games. Every game has Challenge Hunt, You vs. Boo, Race Against Golden Boo, Marathon mode, and they give you different bronze medals, silver medals, and gold medals in each game in Marathon mode. Complete a full game marathon for Super Mario Brothers. So yeah, basically they give you achievements for completing the main game, for completing the challenge hunt, for completing the races against Boo, for beating Golden Boo, and for completing marathon mode, which I don't know what's about, honestly. Oh, look at this. Marathon mode. Hold on. I want to play the credits again, but I'll do it off screen. Full marathon. Okay, it's basically. Wait. Full marathon single level. So it's a time trial. And there are three things that you are supposed to collect. Let me take a look. You can select level by level. No PB. Okay, yeah, it's a time trial. Oh, okay, those three things were the medals. So I guess if you get gold, you also get bronze and silver. So basically these are time trials. That's what they are. The marathon mode. And the full marathon is basically clear the entire game, speedrunning the full game. But now, do they give you any like minimal amount of time? Target is 17. So I got bronze medal. Okay. Now, there's no way to tell what's the requirements for each level. But they register the PB. Okay, they say 17 seconds because it's considering you get into this pipe. I will be getting new PB. I got silver. 1717 is like the... Yeah, this is time trial. Maybe I wouldn't really bother much with this. Yeah, but in any case, this is fine, I think. I mean, if I'm gonna focus on something, it will be definitely the challenge hunt. Maybe the races against the Boos, because why not? It might be interesting. But next, I'm actually going to focus on Super Mario Bros. Special. I do want to see the entire game, how it looks like. And eventually would like to do other modes, but first I want to get to know the game better, if it is easier or harder than the original Super Mario Brothers. I'm not expecting this to be any more difficult than Super Mario Lost Levels or equally as difficult, but I'm still curious and I would like to play that next.